Guys, what's up? Muscle J, and in this tutorial we're gonna discuss about loops. So in my previous video I talked about how to take input from the user. If you haven't watched it yet, link in the description. So now I'll be using my IDLE instead of Visual Studio Code because I think so you may not be able to use Visual Studio Code, and if you are able to use, you can use that. The code is almost the same, no changes. Let's open our IDLE and then press Ctrl plus N. Then if you want to save it, Ctrl plus S. I already saved it, so I'll do Ctrl plus O to open it. I'll open Python tutorials. Yeah. So now let us print hi and Ctrl S to save it, and F5 we'll get the output as hi. So now let us understand the concept of loops. So loops is something that iterates over and over, means it runs over and over until we tell it to stop. So if you want to create a loop, in this video we're going to talk about for loop. So just type for I. You can also take j, any variable you want. I always prefer I in range and a numerical value, let's say 3. And each time this loop runs, I want to print I. Now what it will do, it will start from 0 and end at 2. Let's see. Ctrl S to save, F5. See, it starts from 0 and ends at 2. So now this was a single example for loop. Now if you want to extract an element from a variable, so let it be w equals Python. Now if I write for I in w, so it will extract each an element from w, and if I want to print I, so we will be able to say python. See, python. So this is how we can extract characters from a variable. Now let me show you how to start a loop, how to give a specific numerical value for when do we need to start it and when do we need to end it. So if I write for I in range, so I want to start it from 1 and end it at 10. So then if I print I, so it would start from 1 and end at 9, because it includes the first element but excludes the last element. See, it starts from 1 and ends at 9. Now let me show you how can we create a starting, a stopping and a stepping numerical value in for loops. So if I want to create, so if I write 1 comma 10 and then 5, so what it will do, it will print 1 and then add 5 to it. Let us print I, Ctrl S to save. See, it prints 1 and then adds 5, which equals to 6. And we can also create nested loops. So let me just show you. In range, let's say 10. Oh, let us have j over here. and then let us print j. So what it will do that is when I equals 1, let me create some smaller variables, let it be 3 and let it be 2. So when I equals to 0, and then it will go into the inner loop which is for j in range, so it will print j, so it will be 0 and 1. Now it will again go to the outer loop and change I to 1. So when I equals 1 and then go to the inner loop and then print 0, 1. And now it will again go to the outer loop and when I equals 2, which is the last element, and then go to the inner loop and print 0, 1. Now let's see Ctrl S and F5. See 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. And that's it for this video, but I'm gonna give an exercise. So the exercise is that create a, or let it be, take input from the user and calculate or write the table. So what you have to do means you can take an input from the user, let it be 5, and I can create a starting variable and an ending variable. So if I want to print a table from 1 to 10, so 5 ones are 5. So what I will do is that just pause the video and try it, then I'll just tell you the solution. So the solution is, let it be w equals input, enter the, let it be, enter the number, int input, because we're gonna take the number in an int format. Now for I in range 1, 10, and now let us print w into I. So let us see, Ctrl S, F5, enter the number, let the number be 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 and 45. It ends at 45 because we took it as 1, 10. If I take 11, so it will end at 50. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.